Hey guys, Fishkeeping here, and today I'm giving you a 2-in-1 video of filters and air pumps. I'll be going over the necessities of filters, the different types of filters, and the different type of gases that you can put into your aquarium and the benefits that you get out of it. So let's start off with one of the more commonly known forms of filtration, the sponge filter. There are 3 different types of filtration called mechanical, biological, and chemical. Biological filtration often hides in your filter. No matter what type of filter you have, biological filtration is almost always there. Biological filtration is often just the form of different types of bacteria, such as Bactroban, to break down other harmful particles. Another form of filtration is mechanical. Mechanical filters, such as the sponge filter, are pretty much just strainers. It pushes water through one way, often through a sponge or some sort of sand or something like that, to strain the water and catch any unwanted particles. This is in many fake wall filters, sumps, and external filters. The third and last form of filtration is chemical filtration. Chemical filtration often have bags of carbon in which will remove any bad pollution from the water. Sponge filter is from mechanical filtration. How a sponge filter works is an air tube is put down the middle of the tube and goes into the center here. The rest of the frame is weighted down with lead at the bottom. With the air being forced into a tube and a valve releasing the air is guided with another tube that takes the water straight up using negative pressure and out the tube. Over here at the turtle tank, we have another form of filtration called the internal filter. This specific type of filter contains mechanical and biological filtration. In an internal filter, the intake is often at the bottom of the filter, while the output is often at the top or the middle of the filter. With the power head, which is where the electricity is and the propeller is up the top. Onto another form of filtration is the external filter. The external filter will often have all 3 forms of filtration: chemical, biological, and mechanical. Most external filters are set up the same way, as they have this canister in which the water is and all the forms of filtration lie. As you can see here, there are 2 different pieces of plastic, and there are containers for filtration. Then down here we have another form of filtration, where it's black. External filters almost always have the same sort of setup for the intake and the output, with 2 tubes running from either side of the tank wherever you want them. Lots of water is going into the filter and is leaving the filter. The intake usually has a guard, but unfortunately this filter is not meant for this tank. We're actually just trying to get bacteria into the filter so we can set up in the new tank. The guard is not on this because it is too tall for the tank, as I just said. Yet another form of filtration is the hang-on back filter. This is highly popular in nano aquariums and other small aquariums, such as this 25 litre. And another form of filtration often goes under the tank or beside the tank, and this is called a sump. A sump is pretty much a large tank without any fish in it. Instead of fish, it has forms of filtration. Much like the external filter, sumps can be up to 100 litres or more, possibly 300, 400 litres if necessary. Now let's go on to air pumps and other forms of gas that you put into your tank. You start off with a normal air pump, which just pumps normal air from our atmosphere into your tank. This forms everything that is in the the air around us into your tanks. This can be carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, whatever is in the air around you. Then you can be a lot more specific with the type of gas that you want to be putting into your tank. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or whatever else you want to put into your tank. People usually pump carbon dioxide and nitrogen into the tank, not for the fish, but for the plants. These are most likely found in planted tanks and are only recommended for planted tanks. Why people pump pure oxygen into the tank is for fish that prefer a lot of oxygen. They often come from well-oxygenated waters like discus and cichlids and some catfish. But you don't need to go out there and buy all this brand new fancy tech just to run a fish tank. I've been running many tanks over the course of many years, just with the standard air pump. This here is an Aqua One 9500, and that over there is the Precision 7000, which is powering the sponge filter. If you're running a planted tank, you don't need CO2 or nitrogen or whatever. You don't even need an air pump if you're just running plants. They will do better with an air pump, but you don't need it. However, if you are keeping fish, you will most likely definitely require the air pump. Now, it is true that your plants will run better and grow better if you have nitrogen and CO2 being pumped into your tank. But be careful when you're pumping CO2 and other toxic gases into your tank, because if there's too high of a dosage, you can kill your plants and your fish. I've been running many planted tanks for many years just off of this normal air pump, and they've been growing fantastically over the years that I've been keeping fish. Righto guys, so I just wanted to finish this video off with a little secret that I want to keep at least for another few weeks. Only close friends and family know about this little secret. It's in the top tank, that's why I never really showed you the full tank, and I'm not going to show you the full tank for a while actually, because I'm a bit skeptical about it, but I think I have high hopes for this. Leave it in the comments if you think you know what it is. If you do know what it is, don't spoil it for others. Just leave it down in the comments. If you don't know, but if you do know, just keep quiet, I guess. But yeah, just so you guys know, there is something in the top tank. I'm not going to show you it, but you will see an update probably in a week or two. So, I have been You Fish Keeping, and I'll see you guys next time.